Flow state, also known as locking in or getting in the zone. Flow state is a state of mind which a person is completely focused on a single task or activity. They direct all their attention to those tasks and they don't think about themselves or their performance. Learning how to achieve flow state consistently is such an important skill to have. When someone's locked in, they are totally immersed with that activity. Nothing can stop you from working on your task, and things that may seem like a drag, whether it's homework and stuff, all feel effortless. Hi, my name's Ethan, and today we're starting a brand new series called Life Habit Essentials, where I provide you an arsenal of tools that can help you throughout your daily life. In this video, I'll be giving you 5 tips about the first tool, flow state. Now, without wasting any time, let's jump right in. Tip number 1. Eliminate multitasking. First of all, get the idea of multitasking out of your system. When you multitask, your brain splits up into little different sections, giving each task a little bit of attention. You'll be switching gears all the time and it'll be harder to focus. Multitasking can hinder your ability to enter a flow state. Instead, what you want to do is focus on one task at a time. Once you finish that task 100%, you don't need to worry about it anymore. Cross it off the list and move on to the next. Using this method of productivity has been shown not to only improve speed, but also attention to the task themselves. Tip number 2, take advantage of the Pomodoro Technique. If you haven't heard of this technique, you're missing out. The Pomodoro Technique is a time management method based on 25-minute stretches of work followed by a 5-minute break. After 4 intervals of that, a longer 15 to 30-minute break is taken instead of the 5. Now, within those 25 minutes, you are locked in. No phones, no distractions, no minds wandering off, just you focused on what you gotta do. Your mind can wander in those 5-minute breaks, but in the 25, you're locked in. With this method, it becomes really easy to achieve a flow state, and with practice, it becomes easier down the line. Here are 2 key principles of the Pomodoro Technique and why people take advantage of it. First, breaking up the method into manageable chunks will reduce the feeling of being overwhelmed. 25 minutes isn't that much to ask for. That's like a game of Fortnite. Second, providing breaks will maintain focus and prevent burnout from happening. This is crucial because experiencing a burnout will make you just lose your mind. You get out of that flow state, you want to start procrastinating stuff, and it's just the opposite of what you want to do. Start getting distracted, you think about what you want to eat, you want to check your phone for texts. And that leads me into my 3rd tip, and that is to minimize distractions. Being locked in means you can't have that many distractions going around you because you want to be focused on the task. You should create a distraction-free environment by turning off your phone or closing unnecessary tabs. You can even take it a step further and tell people you don't want to be bothered while you're in these flow states. This is especially if you live with family or roommates that may come up to you during these times. What really helped me is having a designated workspace. I've recently been going to cafes and working over there instead of at home. Having a designated workspace or a change in environment can make you subconsciously more focused. When I sit down and get to work at a cafe, I feel that this spot is made for work. So I find myself scrolling through social media less, kind of typing away on the keyboard more, and actually finishing the things that I need to get done. It also helps because there's a bunch of other people that are using computers, and seeing them working makes me want to work even harder. So that's tip number 3, minimize distractions. Let's move on to the 4th tip, which is to develop a routine. Establish a daily routine that involves dedicated time for work. Finding consistency can train your brain to enter a flow state more easily. With having a routine, things start to become second nature. You don't need to be thinking about things as much, and it will free your mind to focus on things that need to get done for the day. And these routines don't have to be crazy wake up morning routines. They can be just like small things, you know? I've started a breakfast routine, which goes one of 2 ways. 1, I try to cook breakfast. It's like eggs, rice, and natto. If I don't have time for that, I just go to the convenience store and I get like a little rice ball package. No thinking, just doing. I don't spend 5 minutes thinking of what I want from the shelf. I just buy what I always like and I just go about my day. That's just a small example, but I'm telling you, a little can go a long way. It's one less thing you gotta worry about, and you should take any advantage that you can. Last but not least, final tip that I wanna share with you guys is to find your peak productivity times. You should be able to identify where in the day that you are most productive. From there, you can schedule important tasks to do during those times. If you're a morning person, get up early and knock out those tasks easily while you're still focused. If you're more of a night owl and mornings aren't really your thing, instead of playing video games or scrolling on your phone, get that stuff done while everyone's asleep. Maybe you work best when you're alone, so when everyone goes out on a Friday night, you stay home, and you work. It all depends on the person. You just got to figure out what's best for you. And don't be afraid to experiment and just try to find times where you feel most productive. It's important to take your time when figuring out this stuff because it's really up to you and only you know what you're needing. Finding the times where you work best makes it a lot easier entering a locked in state of mind. You feel more productive. You start actually enjoying what you're doing. Nothing's distracting you. And before you know it, you're finished, man. So with these tips, I hope you learned a bit about flow state and what it is. If you made it this far in the video, congratulations, you just unlocked a new weapon to your arsenal, and that is the ability to lock in, or in other words, to achieve flow state. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. If you didn't, tell me why down in the comments below, because I'm always looking to improve. Also, any topic suggestions that you guys might have are also welcome down there. Anyways, it's Ethan, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Later. Damn, I got bit. There's fucking mosquitoes here.